Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Rocky Mountain Association for College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. Thank you so much for joining us. Just a couple of announcements before we get started. Note the Q&A button on your screen. That is where you can ask questions of any of our panelists at any time during this evening's presentation. Ask questions about the specific universities, about the college application, really anything related to college admission is fair game there. Your camera and your microphone are turned off, so the panelists won't be able to see or hear you. The Q&A feature is really the best way and the only way you have to communicate with us. This is also just one of a number of different sessions happening as part of this College Fair series, so be sure to sign up for some others. And you can revisit this session or others that have been recorded in about a week's time. The recordings will all be available online at strivescan.com/RMACAC. So thank you again for joining us, and I'll turn it over to our first presenter from Ames Community College.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jaime Gonzalez. I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit about Ames Community College. We are located in our northern Colorado. We have 5 different campuses. So just talk a little bit more. We do offer Associates of Science and Associates of Arts, as well as Associates of Applied Science. As you can see here, they break down into different so for example, if you're trying to transfer over to a university, you would be able to do an Associates of Arts or Associates of Science. If you're trying to go straight into the workforce, you can do an Associates of Applied Science or a certificate. Typically, certificates are less, Applied Science is a bit more. As you can see, 2 years, a little bit more in 2 years. And then for the Associates, typically takes about 2 years. Some fun facts about our school, something that we typically like our students to know is 59% of our students are female, 41% of our students are male. And those are information from 2018, 2019. You guys well can see the demographics here. It's 57% Caucasian, 32 Hispanic, 11 other. Age, we vary. We have students that are 72 years old, and we have students that are under 18. We typically serve about 9,000 students. Class sizes are very small. You're looking at about 16 students per class. We are accredited, affordable, transferable, and accessible. We offer about 4,000 classes day, evening, and weekends, and we have more than 200 degrees. These are our campuses. Windsor, it's typically law, public safety, criminal justice, automotive. And Fort Lupton, we focus more on agriculture, science, commercial driver license, and welding. And we have our online as well. And then our main campus is going to be Greeley, which we're going to be looking into the business, STEM, human services and education, technical science and skilled trade, welding, aviation, health careers, art and communication, criminal justice, general education, computer and digital art. We have a great alliance with the University of Northern Colorado. It's called Ames to UNC. You go ahead and go through an application process, and basically you would get your associates at Ames, and it would be a smooth transition over to UNC. If you have more information about that, we will go ahead and I'll provide some contact info. And as you can see, the tuition, we are fairly cheap. It's going to be about $2,010 for a whole year. In Ames, compared to other schools, our credit hours are typically in district for $67 per credit hour. If you are in state, you're looking at about $106 per credit hour. Of course, that might change with the program you choose. If you do fire science, communication media, surgical technology, sterile process technology, aviation, radiological tech, nursing, and automotive. And here is our contact information and our mascot, Artie. If you guys want to take a picture, a screenshot, just if you guys have any more questions, you guys can ask us, and always in the panel as well. And that would be it for Ames Community College.
Thank you so much. And next we'll be hearing from the University of Northern Colorado.
Hi, everyone. I was about to say nice to see you all, and then I realized that, oh, actually, I can't see you all, but it's nice to have you all here. I'm going to be presenting on behalf of the University of Northern Colorado. Already going a little bit too fast for my own liking. A little bit about UNC. So located in Greeley, Colorado, towards the northeastern portion, of Colorado. We have about 11,000 students, about 8,000 undergraduates and 3,000 graduate students. And we were originally founded as a state normal school. So it was originally a teacher education school we've continued that pedagogy really into current times. We have one of the better education programs across the board, and we have really kind of consecrated that as part of our pedagogy. So a little bit of fun facts. We call this Bears at a Glance. About 87% of our students at UNC are Colorado natives. And we have about 7% from WUI, so that's going to be the Western Undergraduate Exchange, which includes the folks in this room. And then we have about 6% of our students from out of state. Statistics, and a reason that I really like working at UNC is that I am a first generation student myself, and this statistic has actually gone up. So about 49% actually of our incoming first year students are first generation. And so we serve quite a few first generation students. I actually just had a family that I talked to today that is just now navigating the FAFSA process and kind of trying to explain all that. So it's really nice to see kind of my own experiences, being able to mesh well and talk with a bunch of students who are sharing those same experiences. Some of these things on the bottom include some various ways to get involved on campus, including research. We have tons of research opportunities with our faculty, working in our chemotherapy lab, which is unique at UNC. We have one of the only cancer rehabilitation centers on a college campus. Auditioning and working alongside professional actors. We have a great theater arts program, and our business administration gives all of our students an opportunity to manage a multi-million-dollar portfolio. So it's kind of a lot of neat opportunities to get involved in your classes and some neat statistics. Looking at kind of the way we educate, oh my gosh, this has happened to me like 4 times today. And there it is again. Hold on. There we go. So, we were kind of talking about small class sizes. We definitely have a pretty small class size compared to other four-year institutions, at 27 being the average class size. We have a 17-to-1 student to faculty ratio, which means for every faculty member, there's 17 students, which is also fairly low given our amount of students. And so we really like kind of sharing that statistic because it allows our students to have really formative conversations with their faculty, which we really, really pride ourselves on. We are considered a mid-sized institution. We have a focus on experiential education, which means that we really love getting our students prepared for the professional world, whatever that looks like for them, whether it be for our biomedical students, preparing them for med school, or preparing them for lab tech jobs, for example. We are considered a research institution as well. And so you'll kind of see these statistics here. About 57% of our seniors participated in an internship, field experience, student teaching, which is almost 60% of our students, which is pretty impressive. And then almost 70% of our seniors participated in at least one course that included a community-based project, which means actually going out into the community, using the knowledge from that class to enhance kind of that community as well. Our top 5 most awarded majors and most popular majors is business administration, nursing, elementary education, psychology, and sport and exercise science. We have a lot of our students in sport and exercise science end up working for the Broncos, which is really cool. We have kind of a whole placard in our front office that has some of our notable alumni working with the Broncos, which is a pretty cool thing. Talking a little bit about Greeley, which is where UNC is located, like I said, something that I have yet to experience, but I hear so much about, and obviously we're in COVID time, so I'm not sure if this is, even going to happen anytime soon, but if it does, I have heard that the UNC Greeley Jazz Festival is so amazing, and I love jazz, so I'm kind of bummed that I haven't been able to go, but Greeley has kind of this small town feel with the amenities of a city of 100,000, so it's definitely a college town. You can definitely tell it's a college town. It kind of has a specific downtown area that you can tell is pretty catered towards the college students there. A welcoming, diverse, and inclusive culture, strong sense of community, as well as tons of opportunities for outdoor things. We're close to a lot of things in Greeley, only an hour away from Denver. And also something that a lot of our students love doing is going to the ice skating rink, which is downtown. So I guess that's also something I've yet to do, but I hear is really cool. My contact information is right there. If you wanted to reach out, if you had any more questions, it's tyler.bean@unco.edu. Happy to answer any questions you have. And that is really it for me. So thank you all and appreciate you being here.
Thanks so much, Ty. And up next is the University of Colorado Boulder.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Andrew Garcia, and I am the Assistant Director of Admissions here at CU Boulder. Awesome. So for those of you that are unfamiliar with CU Boulder, consistently we're rated one of the top college towns in America for the last 30 years. We do have a small student to faculty ratio. So a lot of people think, oh my gosh, Boulder, 34,000 students. Actually, it's only 18-to-1 student to faculty ratio, something we're very proud of. And then also we have 8 different colleges and programs, 4,000 different courses of study, and amazingly 525 different clubs on campus, which is fascinating. So even if you were to try to attend one club meeting a year, you still would not be able to see all the different clubs here at CU. So these are the different colleges that we do have. So we have our College of Arts, College of Engineering and Applied Sciences. That's one of our top fields, aerospace engineering. We have a NASA museum in one of our original buildings, Old Main, on campus. We have our Leeds School of Business, School of Education, College of Media, Communication, Information, College of Music, and then Program and Environmental Design, which is tied to architecture as well. So actually one of our newest buildings, one of our students built, it's called the Case Building on campus. And that's one of where a lot of our first year freshman advising is at. And so a CU student actually built that. So that's really exciting as well. And then we also have our first year program. It's called the Exploratory Studies. So the Exploratory Studies program is basically just getting the opportunity to just look at different courses and different majors. So that's something that we're really excited about as well. And then just a lot of different dorm options here at CU. So we have what's called RAPS, Residential Academic Programs. So if you're in the business program, you actually get to live with other business students and do different activities. You actually have study lounges. Your advisor is like right across the hall from you. So it just makes it so much easier when you're in the same dorm room with students in your same major as well. So as you can see, we're pretty much right along the Flatirons of Boulder, and there's a lot of great hiking trails that you can start from campus. We have ski resorts, which are about 40 minutes away. So a lot of students get to enjoy, study hard, but also play hard on the slopes as well. So this is just some general fast facts. I know we'll get into some of those things in the panel here. So that's something that we'll just definitely, we can answer as we move along here as well. And then of course our dates. And then what we do offer is a 4-year tuition guarantee. So what's really nice is we offer a flat rate. So your first year is what for your tuition will be the same cost in your 4th year as a senior as well. So we do offer a predictable 4-year guarantee transparency tuition rate. And then of course, we just follow us on social media. So don't just hear from your admissions counselor here. Actually check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, you name it. We have a lot of student takeovers as well. So you could definitely hear from students as well about their experience at CU. And then there's just my contact information, Andrew P. Garcia at colorado.edu.
Thank you so much, Andrew. And next we'll hear from Colorado Mountain College.
All right, thank you everyone. Good to have you here this evening. So I am the Assistant Director of Admissions at Colorado Mountain College. My name is Jill Schmitz, and I want to tell you a little bit about CMC. So we are a pretty unique college in the mountains, and there's a few wonderful things that you can take advantage of if you're a student at CMC. We do have the most affordable bachelor's degree in the state of Colorado. So while also being able to offer really small class sizes for really personalized attention, with our average class size at 15 students, a 13-to-1 student to teacher ratio. We do have a variety of different sort of program offerings. We have 5 different bachelor's degrees, 60 or so certificate programs, and then 50+ associate degrees. All of this can be taken advantage of while enjoying the outdoors, exploring endless opportunities, and at low tuition. We have 11 campuses located across the mountains of Colorado. 3 of those campuses have student housing that I'll tell you more about in just a second. We cover 12,000 square miles and 3 national forests, 6 wilderness areas, and most of Colorado's major ski resorts, all within our region. Like I've said, 3 of the campuses have residence halls where students can live on campus. There's many student activities, clubs, student government, other leadership opportunities, lots of game nights, and just a really supportive community for students to be able to live and grow in. These 3 locations are Leadville, Spring Valley, which is by Glenwood Springs, and Steamboat Springs. All 3 of them have locations that provide students with different and yet equally amazing opportunities and beautiful environments to study in. So Leadville sits at 10,200 feet above sea level. It's a historic mining town. It is home to our CMC cross country team. The campus is surrounded by miles of trails, including the Mineral Belt Trail. It's a great place for the cross-country team to train on. Some unique programs are ski area operations, outdoor recreational leadership, ecosystem science management, and then we have all of our general associates of science and arts degrees. Steamboat Springs is a quintessential beautiful ski town in north central Colorado. There's views of the Steamboat Ski Resort from every angle of campus. And it's just a short walk to downtown Steamboat Springs. It is the home to our alpine ski team that competes at the Division I level. It's a great place to study our Bachelor's of Arts in Sustainability Studies with our amazing Bear Park Permaculture Garden. Also great for pre-engineering, where students design and construct their own haunted house as a way to put the mechanics into practice. It's also where our ski and snowboard business and our resort management programs are based out of. And then Spring Valley is located between Glenwood Springs and Aspen in the Roaring Fork Valley. It's home to lots of outdoor activities all in the air and up and down the valley, the Colorado River, mountains surrounding you, and a great innovative art scene. It is home to our Isaacson School of Communications and New Media with digital media, graphic design, and photography. Also is home to a popular nursing program and veterinary technology program with our 220-acre farm for our students to learn at. And we have a brand new outdoor recreational leadership center, field house, and that has the tallest climbing wall on the western slope, and a new welcome center and renovated student center as well. Like I said, we have more locations too, 8 community campuses. All of these are wonderful locations to study, but students do need to arrange their own housing, and it can be a little bit difficult in our resort towns. Very affordable education. In-district students live close to our campuses. So tuition is more affordable there with $2,700 for tuition alone. And you can see the full cost of attendance, $14,800 with room, board, books, and fees. In-state, about $5,700. Out-of-state tuition, about $13,980. We do have WUI available for all of our students who are out of state, but within the RUMAC, the Rocky Mountain region. So there is financial aid and scholarships available too. It's free to apply. We are open access. All students are accepted, and we work with students no matter where they're coming in at to challenge them more or to provide extra supports. Like I said, always free to apply, no deadline. You can learn more at Colorado Mountain College at coloradomtn.edu. Find out how you can become part of an exciting and successful college experience at CMC. Feel free to contact me through my contact information or my colleague Sierra as well. Find us on social media, and we'd love to see you.
Thanks so much, Jill. And up next, we have Colorado School of Mines. Luke, you're on mute. Sorry.
Only been on Zoom for a year, and I totally forgot about the mute button. Good evening, everybody. My name is Luke Contreras. I'm one of the assistant directors of admissions at Colorado School of Mines in beautiful Golden, Colorado. I am going to give you the full Mines experience. So I'm going to don our traditional hard hat that we like to rock here at Mines that every first-year student gets on your very first weekend as a welcome to the university. Colorado School of Mines is located in Golden, Colorado. Golden is about 20 minutes northwest of downtown Denver. It's a cool suburb on the west side that gives you the best of both worlds that Colorado is known for. We're tucked in this cool little valley, so you get that small mountain town feel, but you're part of that large Denver metropolitan area. So if you're wanting to catch major sporting events or wanting to go catch a concert at the world's greatest outdoor concert venue, which is Red Rocks, which is about 20 minutes down the interstate from us, you can truly get that at Golden, and you're gonna find a community that embraces Mines and embraces what the students bring to our community. Now, at Mines, we like to use a phrase called, we love tradition, but we're not traditional. And here's why. Colorado School of Mines is a 100% STEM university. which means all of our 39 degrees or undergraduate majors fall under the big umbrella of STEM, which stands for science, technology, engineering, and math, as well as a really cool kind of under the radar but exciting business and economics program. You could study some well-known engineering disciplines like mechanical engineering, civil engineering, electrical engineering. You could get a minor in some cool programs like space mining and space resource management. You could major in one of our new degrees that we're launching this year, quantitative biosciences and engineering, which is a great engineering degree that gears students up for a pre-med route or potentially to get involved in the biomedical industry. Minds is a tight-knit community. We are only 6,500 total students. So you're gonna get that small, tight-knit school. It truly is an all for one, one for all mentality, being that we all study the same area of academics in that STEM field. We have over 380 clubs and organizations. So we do obviously get involved in the classroom, but we also like to get involved outside of the classroom. From our club sports to our ice cream club that does like Dippin' Dots. They do like they dip the ice cream in the liquid nitrogen, freeze it, flash freeze it, and then give it out to folks on the plaza, to our explosives engineering club, which designs an annual fireworks show for our annual E-Days tradition, E-Days weekend, which is a fun tradition of ours. One thing that Minds loves is its connection to industry. We have great opportunities for you all to get to know those companies that are hiring STEM professionals: Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, National Renewable Energy Labs, Google, Amazon. So 80% of our students get at least one off-campus internship, and 100% of our students get an academic internship. Every year you are here, you're going to be involved in hands-on learning. You're going to be in labs, you're going to be in the field, you're going to get a taste of what that future career of yours is going to be like. In your freshman year, you're going to take something called Cornerstone Design. Cornerstone Design is an interdisciplinary class. So you'll have students of all academic majors coming together and solving real-world engineering problems. So an organization or company will come in and say, solve this problem. The first semester, the first semester this year, they developed more efficient, effective COVID masks that we've all been wearing. And so it's kind of cool to see students develop that. And then this semester, our Cornerstone Design class has been building and designing winter sports parks. So for skiing, snowboarding, but for folks with physical limitations. So folks that might have a disability. So designing parks that are accessible to all abilities and all people. Field session is that academic internship where you're going to get outside, you're going to get into your degree, you're going to get into your major. Research allows you to get to interact with our professors and participate in some cool projects funded by outside organizations. And capstone is that final senior year project where it's the culmination of everything comes together. Students design Formula One race cars. Students design Hyperloop pods, as well as convert VW buses from gas to electric. So you really get that experience and truly get that resume bolstered for that first job out of Minds in the STEM field. Some exciting news about applying to Minds. We are actually joining the Common App. So the Common App, if you haven't heard, is just a really efficient way where a lot of us universities use one application. So we are joining the Common App this fall, so that way you have an easier way to apply to Minds. When someone is looking at Minds and when Minds is looking at you as an applicant, we use something called the holistic review, which means we look at you as a whole person. Where you're from, what high school you went to, the rigor of the classes you took while in high school, your involvement, your community engagement, your grades, and potentially the test scores as well. You're more than just numbers, you're a person. And so we look at all of that when applying to Minds. We want to find the who behind you when you look at Minds. And we truly believe that that is a great way to get to know your story. Thank you all very much for logging on. That email, admissions@minds.edu, is the best way to get a hold of us.
Thank you so much, Luke. And now Adams State University.
Hello, everyone. Alrighty. So my name is Kaylee, and I'm an admissions counselor at Adams State University. I'm the admissions counselor for all WUI states besides Colorado. We're located in Alamosa, Colorado, and our website is adams.edu if you're interested in exploring more about us after this session ends. There we go. So we have about 1,900 undergraduates and 1,100 graduate students, but only about 2,000 of our students are on-campus students. We have about a 16-to-1 student-professor ratio, and you can expect about 20 to 25 students in your classes when you're a freshman or a sophomore. When you get into your junior or senior year, it's more likely to be about 10 to 15. And we do have a lot of close-knit relationships with professors, which is really nice. About 17% of our students are the first in their family to attend college. 37% of our students identify as Hispanic, and 61% of our students are students of color. We are located in Alamosa, Colorado, like I said, which is at that green dot down there. We're about 2 hours from Durango and about 2 hours from Pueblo, as well as being about 40 minutes from the New Mexico border. Alamosa has about 10,000 permanent residents and is the largest town in the San Luis Valley and offers 320 days of sunshine per year. We're also a gateway to endless outdoor adventures and the Great Sand Dunes National Park. We're also about an hour and a half from 2 different ski resorts. One of our most unique programs at Adams State is called Adventure Programs. It's a student-led club where students get together and go on group adventures throughout the San Luis Valley, such as hiking, whitewater kayaking, and skiing. For academic programs, we currently offer over 23 majors with 60 emphasis areas to choose from, including pre-professional programs such as pre-law and pre-med. Our most popular majors right now are business, sociology, psychology, nursing, kinesiology, and biology. But we did start as a teaching school. Two of our most unique programs that we just recently added within the last 2 years are food studies and outdoor education. 100% of our nursing students back in 2020 passed the NCLEX their first time taking the test, and about 73% of our local teachers actually hold their degree from Adams State University. For athletics, we are NCAA Division II, and we do compete in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference. We currently offer over 9 men's and 9 women's sports, in addition to our 2 non-NCAA sports. We have 263 individual national champions, 64 team championships, and over 1,800 All-Americans to our name. We are very affordable. You can see our tuition costs here. If you're from Colorado, your tuition and fees for the year is going to be about $9,560. And that includes your Colorado Opportunity Fund. If you're from New Mexico, you'll automatically qualify for in-state tuition, which will be $10,520. And then if you're from any other WUI school, it'll be about $15,632. And I left that non-resident tuition in there so you can compare it. And our average room and board is $9,000, and that's based on our most popular meal plan with our most popular dorm room. We have a couple automatic scholarships. If you're from Arizona or California, you'll automatically qualify for our Arizona California Resident Scholarship, which is $2,000 per year. We also have the Presidents and the Vice Presidents, which are our 2 automatic merit scholarships. The Presidents is a 3.9 cumulative GPA and above and is $3,000 per year. And the Vice Presidents is a 3.25 cumulative GPA and above, which is $1,000 per year. We also have over 175 additional scholarships available from our campus, which are going to be due on February 1st of your senior year, as well as February 1st every other year after that. So you have plenty of opportunities to get scholarships that way. All of our scholarships are 100% stackable, except for the Presidents and the Vice Presidents. You get one or the other. 92% of our students are awarded aid, and our average grant and scholarship award is $7,000 per year per student, as well as our average work study award, which is $3,000 per student. If you're interested in filling out an application, you can do so by heading to adams.edu/apply, and I'm using our fee waiver code ASU Free App, which waives the $30 fee. If you are a junior, applications will open up for you on July 1st, and that fee waiver code will still be accessible then. If you're a senior, we do accept applications up until August 1st, so there's still plenty of time to apply. And if you have at least a 2.9 cumulative GPA, you will be an automatic admittance. You don't have to write a personal essay or anything. Anything below that, you might have to do a personal essay, but we do have over a 98% acceptance rate right now. And if you're interested in contacting me, my email and my phone number have been listed. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Kaylee. And we have, that's our last presentation from one of the colleges and universities, but we do have a bit of time left. So if you have any questions, you can still ask questions in the Q&A box. And I'd like to invite my colleagues, if they could turn on their cameras, and maybe we can use a little bit of this remaining time to have each of the university reps to share an interesting or fun fact about their university. Let's go ahead and we'll go in the same order that we presented. So Ames Community College. You're on mute, I think, or your mic isn't working.
There we go. Does that work?
Yeah, you're great now.
So a fun fact from Ames Community College is we're remodeling our whole student center in Greeley, which is our main campus. So by this fall, hopefully, crossing fingers, we'll have a whole new building. It'll be remodeled and it'll be ready to go.
Great. Ty from UNC.
Yeah. Fun fact about UNC. This was one of the very first things I learned about UNC, and I thought this was odd, but cool, I guess. UNC is the only university in Colorado that offers a particular middle school teaching emphasis on a math education degree. So if you know you want to be a math teacher and you know you specifically want to teach middle school, we are the only university in Colorado that has that specific major. So fun fact.
Thanks. And Andrew from CU Boulder.
Yeah, so as many of you know, we are the Colorado Buffaloes, and we do have Ralphie that runs rampant before every football game. But the handlers, you actually have to go to Ralphie Handling Academy and try out, and it's very intense to be a Ralphie handler. Those Buffaloes can go very, very fast. And so, yeah, that's definitely one of our interesting fun facts.
Cool. Jill from Colorado Mountain College.
So we were named the top adventure college in the country. I think it was the Western US for 2 years in a row, 2018 and 2019. I think that in 2020 it didn't happen at all. So we'll consider ourselves still the standing top adventure college.
Thanks, Jill. And Luke from School of Mines.
Yeah, so one of my favorite facts about School of Mines is also my favorite tradition that we do. So I mentioned in my presentation that every first-year student gets a hard hat when they come to campus. And that's during something called the M Climb. So when we require all first-year students to come to Mines and bring a 10-pound rock from home. Very random, I know, but you got to bring that 10-pound rock from home. And then during your first weekend on campus after you move into the residence halls, we march all of our incoming first-year students up to the M, which you can kind of see at the top of the of Mount Zion in my virtual background. The route that you take is lined by current students welcoming you to the campus, singing the fight song, passing out snacks, passing out water as you make this ceremonial hike. You'll probably hear them sing the fight song about 300 times as you make this march up there. When you get to the M, you put your rock there, and then you participate in the ceremonial painting of the M, which devolves into a paint war because it's giant buckets of paint and people just throwing paint around. And then you put your rock there. But then fast forward to your senior year, we bus you back up to the M, and you actually get to take a rock with you. So it's kind of cool. You bring a piece of home with you when you come to Mines, and then you take a piece of Mines with you when you go on that next journey, whether it be a job or grad school down the road.
Very cool. Thanks, Luke. And Kaylee from Adams State University.
Yeah, so Adams State was actually named after John Adams, who was a governor of Colorado, and we were founded in 1921, so we actually are hitting 100 years of being an institution this year.
Awesome. Thanks, Kaylee. So that concludes our presentations this evening. Thank you so much to our panelists for sharing, and thank you so much to those of you joining us, students, parents, counselors. We really appreciate you being here. When you close your window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey, and we really appreciate the feedback that you can provide us there. Also, this is just one of many sessions happening, so be sure to sign up for some others. You can do that online at strivescan.com/RMACAC. And in that same place, in about a week, you'll be able to find a recording of this presentation as well as recordings of all of the other university presentations. So thank you so much, and wish you all a very good evening.